Then...
I ain't doing this one. We can have all the fun we want with these video games and this showcase and these fantasy matchups like Offensica versus Bubba Ray and Diva. I'm not doing shtick about Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. That's a little too volatile. And it's way too personal for Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins came up together in the Shield. And Seth Rollins took it upon himself to disband the Shield by blindsiding Roman Reigns with a chair. At WrestleMania 31, Roman Reigns, in the main event of WrestleMania, was about to win the WWE title when Seth Rollins cashed in Money in the Bank and stole the main event, the match, and the title from Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns lost the undisputed championship after almost 4 years, the greatest title reign of all time, to Cody Rhodes. Not because Cody Rhodes was the better man, but because Seth Rollins was right there. And the seduction, the bloodlust that Roman Reigns had for that moment of revenge was too much for Roman Reigns to give up. And for the first time in Roman Reigns' life, he took his eye off the ball for that much time and smashed Seth Rollins with a chair, the same way Seth did a decade earlier to Roman. And that moment gave Cody Rhodes all he needed to end the most historic title reign in WWE history. I'm supposed to do shtick about Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins for a showcase? I mean, it's smart, because the next time Roman Reigns steps into the ring with Seth Rollins will be the last time Seth Rollins steps into a ring. Next time Roman Reigns gets his hands on Seth Rollins, you won't have your architect anymore. You won't have your visionary anymore. You won't have your revolutionary anymore. You will have your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, but you'll never again have Seth freaking Rollins. Roman Reigns will put an end to Seth Rollins in WWE. And then the only way you'll ever be able to see Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins will be in the WWE 2K25 showcase. Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins from the 2022 Royal Rumble. And that's not a prediction. That's a spoiler.
The big question as we kick off Royal Rumble, will Roman survive Well, the man who's walking down the aisle here in front of 44,000 plus is the greatest champion of all time, transcending the business. And tonight, it's personal. For 17 months, Roman Reigns has dominated everyone. And luckily for Roman, he's had a special counsel and his cousins to help him keep cool, keep focused, and concentrate on the business at hand.
Now Paul Heyman is gone, and the Usos are barred from ringside. And without those calming forces, Corey, cracks started to form last night in Roman's armor.
No telling how Roman's going to handle things on his own. It's been years since he competed on his own. But that's the situation we're seeing right now for the Tribal Chief. In recent weeks, Seth Rollins touched on the one thing that Roman Reigns has not been able to get over: the dissolution of the Shield at the hands of Seth Rollins.
Roman Reigns is a loyal man, a family man, and what Seth Rollins did to his family was cowardly in the eyes of the head of the table, the Tribal Chief, the man who is blessed by the gods of sports entertainment.
Corey, on SmackDown last night, we saw one thing that we haven't seen out of Roman Reigns. We saw Roman Reigns lose his cool.
Look at this. Even more mind games from Rollins. As we heard that music pop right there, the Shield, you can't help but have a little nostalgia. You can't help but think back to the glory days of when the Shield would go to town, beating everybody down.
Until that man right there, Seth freaking Rollins, decided to tear it apart.
Seth Rollins says he knows Roman Reigns so well. He knows how to prey on the insecurities of the Universal Champion. He knew there was one thing that Reigns will never get over, and that is that Seth Rollins chose to end the Shield.
The infamous blow to the back of Roman Reigns with a steel chair many years ago, which broke up perhaps the greatest faction in WWE history. Well, tonight, Rollins will use that to get in the head of the champ and win the Universal title.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the Universal Championship. Introducing the challenger from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, Seth and his opponent from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, he is the Universal Champion, Roman Reigns!
And that title, the WWE Universal Championship, has been in Reigns' possession for a record-breaking 516 days. Can he extend the reign even further tonight? Bell rings and the WWE Universal title is on the line. Roman Reigns, over 500 days as Universal Champion, but nobody has been in his head like his old brother-in-arms, Seth Rollins.
Well, Seth freaking Rollins tore that brotherhood apart 8 years ago, and we can now see that the Tribal Chief never truly recovered from that night.
Well, speaking of family, the Usos have been banned from ringside, and last month, Roman fired Heyman from the Bloodline. So right now, the head of the table needs to win without any allies by his side.
Even before Seth put his gear on, he came into this match with a clear-cut advantage.
You're right, Cole. 1 week ago on SmackDown, Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens defeated the Usos. As a result, Jimmy and Jay are barred from ringside.
It was an all-or-nothing move, as Rollins would have lost his title opportunity had Schoolboy into the pin.
And we have a rope break.
Great ring awareness.
Oh, man, that was nasty.
They weren't that good looking anyway.
Oh, what a kick to the face.
Oh, my God.
Oh, strong impact. Oh, elbow caught him right on the bridge of the nose. And the wise man, Paul Heyman, will be at ringside for a championship match tonight, just not this one.
And that's just sickening to me, Cole. Reigns had just cause for firing the wise man, and now Paul's right back with his old client. Heyman has zero loyalty to the Bloodline.
Okay, Corey, did you forget the fact that Roman attacked Heyman? Anyway, Reigns just needs to forget all of that tonight. Rollins is already playing next-level mind games in this match. Reigns cannot let Paul...
It's cinched in. This could be over.
This could be it. We could see a tap out, and he's
looking to free the arm and does just that.
And into the turnbuckle he goes.
Gentlemen, for 17 months, Roman Reigns has dominated. He had special counsel and cousins to help him stay in control, to keep his cool, to concentrate on the business at hand. But now Paul Heyman is gone. Maybe time to start burning it down.
Rollins is starting to roll.
Looking to seal the deal, guys.
No, he punched the shoulder before 3.
Just barely, but it counts. Massive miscalculation on that one. Double axe handle connects.
Here we go. Inverted DDT.
Lights out. The stomp has been so effective for Rollins, but he might have an even more dangerous move this night with the pedigree.
Indeed, the pedigree made famous by a man who's been part of the story since the beginning. Triple H, the man who manipulated Rollins into turning on the Shield.
Incoming! Five-star frog splash!
Seth with a big move there. The title is within reach.
And only gets a 1 count.
That's smart. Rollins lining it up. Stop!
He might be moments away from crowning a new champ.
Shoulders down. Emphatic kick out from the champion.
Good Lord, scarily close to 3.
Big blow could be felt throughout the arena.
I hate to say this, but the Tribal Chief has become extremely frazzled without the benefit of having the Bloodline by his side.
Every little move Rollins makes seems to put Reigns on edge. This outfit, the Shield's entrance music. I bet if Rollins gave Roman a fist bump, it would make the Tribal Chief go nuclear.
Rollins at a disadvantage. And there's the Uranagi. Landed them.
Ooh, stinging kick. Rollins escaping danger. Rollins.
Seth Rollins back of the neck with a forearm. What a blow.
He's got him square in his sights here.
Oh, that didn't go as Seth designed. Seth Rollins says he knows Roman Reigns so well, says he knows how to prey on the insecurities of the Universal Champion.
Rollins knew there was one thing that Roman Reigns could never, ever get over, that it was Seth Rollins who chose to end the Shield.
That blow to the back of Roman Reigns with a steel chair so many years ago broke up perhaps the greatest faction in WWE history. Who would have thought that moment would still loom so large and be the biggest key to victory for Seth freaking Rollins?
Incoming.
Gets out of the ring. What's going to happen now?
Oh, heavy contact into the steel steps.
It's a pretty cold move for Rollins to just take the years of history the Shield had and turn it into a joke here tonight.
It's appalling, Saxton. Rollins, look out!
Oh, God, terrible landing on the outside.
Taking flight only to find nobody home at ringside. What a disastrous miscalculation.
Not a good spot to be in. All the way down. Toss back into the ring. Reigns heads up. This is going to be good. From the top. Diving elbow drop. Are you kidding me?
Gets out of dodge.
The Tribal Chief has been dominant over the last 516 days since he captured the Universal Championship. Month after month, he's dominated every top contender on the SmackDown roster.
Roman Reigns has beaten big names over the last year and a half. But Braun Strowman, Rey Mysterio, the Demon Finn Balor, even John Cena. But Reigns has to be bothered by the fact that he has never been able to knock off Rollins in a premium ladder match in his career. Never successfully defended a title against Rollins.
Indeed, two of the biggest PLE losses of Roman Reigns' career have been at the hands of Seth freaking Rollins. At Money in the Bank in 2016, Rollins defeated Reigns for the WWE title. And a year prior to that, Rollins committed the heist of the century and used the Money in the Bank to steal Roman's WWE Championship in the main event of WrestleMania. Seth is being overwhelmed.
And you can see Seth is being run into the ground by Roman.
Roman Reigns doing what he does best, just stomping the hell out of his opponent.
I don't think his opponent's safe here. Kill the headlights.
Drive-by.
Absolutely laid Rollins out. And now Reigns can finally overcome his former Shield. There! Oh, Reigns!
The champ is in control. Great ring alert. Spear by Reigns. That could be enough to continue the reign. Rollins dodges in the nick of time.
Counter. He knew just what to do. Oh, right to the throat.
Over the top and lands awkwardly outside.
From the top.
Whoa, look out.
They got all of that. Just taking flight and soaring through the sky.
Roman cannot be stopped here.
The power and rage of the Tribal Chief is just overwhelming Rollins here.
The head of the table and Seth freaking Rollins are at war right now.
Bombs being thrown between these Shield brothers, but only one will be left standing. Both sides with an answer to every piece of offense.
There's a forearm to the back of the neck. Oh, no, they're coming this way.
Driven into the barricade. He's really pushing the limit here, getting close to a count out. Headed out, but needs to be aware of the referee's count.
And Tajiri finds its mark. Kicks to the face. Capped off with a big one. Off the barricade. Back and forth trading reversals.
Evasive maneuvering there.
In danger of being counted out. Now's the time to get back to the ring. He's in a bad way, but still has something left in the tank.
Here he comes, sliding back into the ring. He's looking to take things to the outside now.
Reigns is facing some serious trouble, and you can tell Seth has chipped away at Roman's armor.
And he exits the ring.
Better watch the count.
And he comes in under the ropes now.
Oh, my Lord! Head being targeted again, it seems.
Right about now, Roman Reigns demands acknowledgement.
Going to the top rope. What's his plan?
He's able to slip away from that. Oh, he unleashes the Superman punch.
The unmitigated power of Roman Reigns in full effect.
Oh, Roman Reigns locked and loaded, measuring his opponent. Here we go.
Spear! That's it. The title's going nowhere.
Rollins sent ringside. Headed out of the ring, but the count is looming. Rollins being put into the guillotine. This is the big... Now, wait a second. Interesting turn of events here.
Now, he just released the hold, and I'm racking my brain.
Bell rings and the WWE Universal title is on the line. Roman Reigns over 500 days as Universal Champion, but nobody has been in his head like his old brother in arms, Seth Rollins.
Well, Seth freaking Rollins tore that brotherhood apart 8 years ago, and we can now see that the Tribal Chief never truly recovered from that night.
Well, speaking of family, the Usos have been banned from ringside, and last month, Roman fired Heyman from the Bloodline. So right now, the head of the table needs to win without any allies by his side.
Placing him in the corner. Gentlemen, for 17 months, Roman Reigns has dominated. He had special counsel and cousins to help him stay in control, to keep his cool, to concentrate on the business at hand. But now Paul Heyman is gone, and the Usos are barred from ringside.
Without those calming forces, cracks have started to show. Every comment Rollins has made about their past cuts deeper. Every mind game breaks Roman's spirit even further. This might be the toughest physical battle the Tribal Chief has faced, but it definitely is his toughest mental battle.
Roman certainly seems out of his comfort zone right now, guys.
Reigns and his comfort zone aren't even in the same zip code tonight, Cole. Unless he can snap out of it fast, he's going to make a mistake that Rollins will capitalize on. We're seeing one response after another, neither superstar gaining a foothold. Utilizing the top rope to inflict more punishment. Across the top rope.
Even before Seth put his gear on, he came into this match with a clear-cut advantage.
You're right, Cole. 1 week ago on SmackDown, Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens defeated the Usos. As a result, Jimmy and Jay are barred from ringside.
It was an all-or-nothing move, as Rollins would have lost his title opportunity had that match gone the other way. It just proves that Seth...
Maybe time to start burning it down.
Rollins is starting to roll.
Oh, this, what a headbutt.
And now propped up in the corner.
No escape from these punches.
Reigns seems to be taking just a little bit more pleasure than he usually does as he piles on the attacks. The disdain he has for Rollins is off the charts.
And the wise man, Paul Heyman, will be at ringside for a championship match tonight, just not this one.
And that's just sickening to me, Cole. Reigns had just cause for firing the wise man, and now Paul's right back with his old
For the title!
And he doesn't let the pin last long at all.
Still a ways to go in this match based on that.
Wrestling down.
It's cinched in. This could be over.
The more he fights, the more pain he's in.
But he can't stop.
Looking to free the arm and does just that. Oh!
Got an answer for Reigns.
Sling blade!
And he heads back into the ring.
Across the top rope. What a hot shot.
He's not in a good spot here, guys.
Sent into the ropes and a sharp elbow to the back.
Seth Rollins up the turnbuckles.
We all know what he's thinking here.
Oh, and Rollins! Here comes Seth! Sling blade!
Rollins in complete control.
Oh, that hurt right in the kidney. Golly. Reigns so close to finishing this, he can taste it. Ending Rollins and closing the book on the Shield will be his biggest victory yet.
Challenger might need to regroup after getting knocked around like that.
These two are finding an answer for everything. Counters on top of counters, and these opponents are at an impasse. Forearm smash! Textbook jumping clothesline. Oof. The Tribal Chief has been dominant over the last 516 days since he captured the Universal Championship. Month after month, he's dominated every top contender on the SmackDown roster.
Roman Reigns has beaten big names over the last year and a half. But Braun Strowman, Rey Mysterio, the Demon Finn Balor, even John Cena. But Reigns has to be bothered by the fact that he has never been able to knock off Rollins in a premium lightweight match in his career. Never successfully defended the title.
Cover! New champ incoming!
And he kicks out of the pin and one.
No time to waste being shocked. You've got to maintain pressure. Rollins with a head of steam. Big air!
Down low with the stop.
The challenger might have what it takes to win this. Title in the balance with the pin.
Makes the cover. Not even a 2 count. What unbelievable power.
You gotta be kidding me.
Everyone here is in shock.
And Rollins not handling this well. That was it, for all he knew, but it wasn't.
I have to admit, it's a pretty cold move for Rollins to just take the years of history the Shield had and turn it into a joke here tonight.
It's appalling, Saxton. Rollins has always treated that sacred history as a joke. Now we know that Roman Reigns is a loyal man, a family man. What Seth Rollins did to his family 8 years ago was cowardly. Now it's time for Rollins to pay.
And he gets set back into the ring.
Oh, man.
Put down face first.
Seth Rollins is in complete control.
And you can tell Seth has chipped away at Roman's armor.
The stomp has been so effective for Rollins, but he might have an even more dangerous move this night with the pedigree.
Indeed, the pedigree made famous by a man who's been part of the story since the beginning. Triple H, the man who manipulated Rollins into turning on the Shield, became something of a father figure for Rollins.
And judging by the cerebral approach Rollins has taken tonight, he indeed knows how to play the game.
Setting up for something here. Oh, what a slam!
He manages to slip out of the ring.
Got them off their feet here. Powerbomb. Seth Rollins desperately needs to figure this out.
And you can see Seth is being run into the ground by Roman.
And he goes crashing to the outside. He's heading to the outside. Better watch for the referee's count. Driven into the steel steps.
I hate to say this, but the Tribal Chief has become extremely frazzled without the benefit of having the Bloodline by his side.
Every little move Rollins makes seems to put Reigns on edge. This outfit, the Shield's entrance music. I bet if Rollins gave Roman a fist bump, it would make the Tribal Chief go nuclear.
Oh, colliding with a barricade.
We could see a count out here.
Sliding back into the ring.
Oh, clothesline.
Rollins gets out of the way.
Boom, what a kick.
Boom. Gets out of the way of that one.
Oh, right to the back of the neck. What a blow.
Good night.
Superman punch from Reigns.
Absolutely laid Rollins out. And now Reigns can finally overcome his former Shield brother. However you feel about Seth Rollins, he knows how to get the crowd going.
No idea where this one's heading. Honing in on the arm. Pull back in. Belly-to-belly suplex.
Jawbreaker counter to get out of that. Stops the kick. Clothesline takes him down.
Forget about it.
Reigns. Rollins.
Reigns. Bell rings and the WWE Universal title is on the line. Roman Reigns over 500 days as Universal Champion, but nobody has been in his head like his old brother in arms, Seth Rollins.
Well, Seth freaking Rollins tore that brotherhood apart 8 years ago, and we can now see that the Tribal Chief never truly recovered from that night.
Well, speaking of family, the Usos have been banned from ringside. And last month, Roman fired Heyman from the Bloodline. So right now, the head of the table needs to win without any allies by his side.
Saw it coming. It countered.
Offensive line. It's cinched in. This could be over.
Michael, I think the Tribal Chief
looking to free the arm and does just that.
getting him right into the corner. Non-stop blows.
Boot right to the throat.
Trapped in the corner.
One more big blow there. Completely wringing the life out of them.
He's able to counter that. And the wise man, Paul Heyman, will be at ringside for a championship match tonight, just not this one.
And that's just sickening to me, Cole. Reigns had just cause for firing the wise man, and now Paul's right back with his old client. Heyman has zero loyalty to the Bloodline.
Okay, Corey, did you forget the fact that Roman attacked Heyman? Anyway, Reigns just needs to forget all of that tonight. Rollins is already playing next-level mind games in this match. Reigns cannot let Paul Heyman's actions affect him.
Roman certainly seems out of his comfort zone right now, guys.
Reigns and his comfort zone aren't even in the same zip code tonight, Cole. Unless he can snap out of it fast, he's going to make a mistake that Rollins will capitalize on. But right hands create separation and an escape.
Seth Rollins says he knows Roman Reigns so well, says he knows how to prey on the insecurities of the Universal Champion.
Rollins knew there was one thing that Roman Reigns could never, ever get over, that it was Seth Rollins who chose to end the Shield.
That blow to the back of Roman Reigns with a steel chair so many years ago broke up perhaps the greatest faction in WWE history. Who would have thought that moment would still loom so large and be the biggest key to victory for Seth freaking Rollins? Good golly, driven directly into the steel stairs.
Stomping the arm. Targeting the arm now.
I hate to say this, but the Tribal Chief has become extremely fragile without the benefit of having the Bloodline by his side.
Every little move, Rollins up high.
Crash and burn.
The high risk just resulted in a big splat. Oh, man, meeting the barricade.
Oh, man, right into the steel steps. To the throat. Ooh. Rollins got out of the way. He doesn't have much time to get back in the ring.
Boom! The Tribal Chief has been dominant over the last 516 days since he captured the Universal Championship. Month after month, he's dominated every top contender on the SmackDown roster.
Roman Reigns has beaten big names over the last year and a half. The Braun Strowman, Rey Mysterio, the Demon Finn Balor, even John Cena. But Reigns has to be bothered by the fact that he has never been able to knock off Rollins in a premium live event match in his career. What a spear by Reigns!
Did the champ just close this out? I don't even think Roman's aware of where he is anymore. He has tunnel vision for Rollins. The only thing the Tribal Chief is seeing right now is red. And heaven have mercy on Reigns, old Shield brother now.
And he slides him back to the mat. And here's Reigns now, misses wildly with the clothesline attempt. Spear! Spear by Reigns! Roman Reigns from out of nowhere with a spear!
That could end it for Rollins if Roman could just make the cover.
Roman trying to fight through the pain. Oh my, guys. Guys, look at what Rollins is doing.
After all these two have been through, Rollins wants that Shield fist bump.
Reigns shaking it off as Rollins continues to try to play mind games.
Yeah, but that may have triggered a litany of emotions within the Tribal Chief. Reigns unsure of what to do.
Roman Reigns determining what to do now. Will he slay his former brother? Reigns now. Look, gonna lock in the guillotine. Submission
Well, there's
move
your
locked
answer.
in. Submission move locked in.
Rollins in major peril right now. Rollins looking like he's starting to fade.
Seth trying desperately to make it to the bottom rope.
I'm not sure he can make it, Corey.
Trying to make it to the rope to force some sort of break. Seth trying to hang on. How can he do this here? Is Rollins going to tap here? What's Rollins going to do? Is he going to tap out?
Well, he makes it to the rope. Reigns has a 5 count to break the hold.
And Reigns breaks the hold here. Roman breaks the hold, and this match continues.
It just shows you how locked in Roman Reigns is to winning this match. Rollins just motionless now. Roman had that... Reigns sizing up the target. Spear! The champ taking... He's already done so much damage. What else could he want to do?
champ make that pay off? Did the champ just finish the job?
What a spear by Reigns!
Consider your title dreams dashed.
Reigns is setting up. Let go. Here it comes!
And there it is. The title's not going anywhere tonight.
Reigns in the corner, ready to strike.
Just like that, Roman gets stopped.
Step aside.
That is how a true champion defends their title.
Seth is finally able to mount some resistance with that.
Brief sign of adrenaline from Rollins.
Reigns, Rollins, both men are waging an epic battle.
For years, these Shield brothers would go town to town and beat the competition to a pulp. Tonight, they're doing it to each other. Being set up in the corner for something.
Head of the table, and Seth freaking Rollins are at war right now.
Bombs being thrown between these Shield brothers, but only one will be left standing. What a match. What a match.
Reigns had that scouted.
Here it comes! The stomp! That might have just sealed the deal on us having a new champ.
Goes for the pin. Oh, my God.
Very few superstars possess the fortitude to do what we just witnessed.
Very few? How about almost none? This match just went to the next level.
What a battle Rollins has waged so far, but he's not finished yet.
Up to the electric chair, down for the drop.
Placing him in the corner here.
Oh, Superman punch!
Reigns not done yet.
The champ might have just sealed things. Cover! And Reigns retains the title.
Here is your winner, and still the Universal Champion,
Roman Reigns has finally done it. Finally earned that title defense against Seth Rollins. Finally exorcised the ghost of the Shield.
It looks like a huge weight has been lifted from the shoulders of the tribal chief. Roman may never forgive Rollins, but now he can forget him.
I'm the last guy to knock a revolution. I've led a few of those, you know. I admire revolutionaries. I respect evolutionaries. They are the lifeblood of the bloodline. So when Solo Sikoa seized the moment and became the tribal chief in Roman Reigns' absence, I didn't like it. I don't even think I respected it. but something deep down in me admired it. That took some forward thinking.
I'm the chief now!
Now we all know what happened when the OG Bloodline, led by Roman Reigns, faced the new Rogue Bloodline, led by Solo Sikoa, in the War Games. But there was a discussion here while planning the WWE 2K25 showcase that has me, your wise man, admittedly a little intrigued. What if War Games was limited to only OG Bloodline, no honorary uses, versus Solo's Rogue Bloodline, no honorary uses? It's 4-on-4 Roman Reigns. The Usos, Sami Zayn, versus Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tongaloa, and the most dangerous new competitor WWE has ever seen, the Samoan werewolf Jacob Fatu. What happens then? This is your moment to determine who is the real Bloodline. This is your moment to determine who is the only Bloodline. This is where the Bloodline's legacy and the Bloodline's future is in your hands.
The following contest is the men's War Games match. The rules of the match are as follows. Two teams will be contained in separate cages, with one member of each team starting the match. At regular intervals, alternating members from each team will be released to enter the match. The team with the advantage will be the first to have a member released into the match. Once all competitors have entered, War Games officially begins. The match can be won by pinfall or submission. Exiting the cage will result in a forfeit. And now, let the War Games begin!
The Bloodline is in chaos. This wrestling dynasty is on the brink of collapse.
This conflict goes far beyond acknowledgement, Michael. This man and the original Bloodline are fighting for their livelihood.
Introducing first, from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 242 pounds, main event, Jey Uso!
This man and the rest of the original Bloodline is under attack. The new Bloodline will do whatever it takes to wipe out the old guard.
But this man and the rest of his crew will not go down without a fight. This is a power struggle that could not be contained by a traditional 20-by-20 ring. He's ready to bring the heavy fire to the new Bloodline.
The original Bloodline was created with the wisdom of the elders, but this man and the new Bloodline are destroying what was built.
Well, this conflict was unfathomable until now. The new Bloodline is ready to hunt.
And from Sacramento, California, weighing in at 285 in 85 pounds, the Samoan Werewolf, Jacob Fatu.
The new bloodline does not live by a code. They do not act with honor. This man says the OG bloodline will suffer the consequences of their disloyalty.
We are looking at a heavy hitter with pure malice in his eyes.
And he's looking to make his name at the expense of the old guard of the bloodline.
The OG bloodline have never faced a threat like this.
The island of relevancy is no more. The OG bloodline is fighting bloodthirsty savages who will feast on whatever they can.
There will be no hesitation in pulling the trigger, and the OGs have got to match that ferocity.
And gentlemen, it is time for Bloodline War Games. Roman Reigns, the Usos, and Sami Zayn versus Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu.
Both of these sides have a deep and abiding hatred for one another. Solo felt he was held down. His crew never called up during Roman's time as the tribal chief.
But most of the men on Roman's side were unceremoniously removed from the bloodline courtesy of Solo Sikoa. And those who weren't faced continued attacks from the new bloodline.
And the winners tonight are very likely to be considered the true bloodline by the WWE Universe. Let's see who comes out on top tonight. Suplex! Sami Zayn, who so much is a member of the bloodline, it really gave him a sense of self-worth.
Yeah, but part of that self-worth came from defying Roman, from defeating the Usos, which begs the question, and I wish there was a better way to phrase this. Is Sami Zayn still Usi?
I think he is, Corey.
From the top! Oh, man, he landed rough there. Bam! Down he goes.
Effective counter.
Able to slip away.
The counter started, and one team is about to have the odds in their favor. Turns that in his favor. Gotta be a bit tough for Jay to stand up amongst this team. Some close allies, but some enemies he's yet to forgive.
We've seen the wars that Jay has waged with his cousin Roman, with his brother Jimmy, but he needs to put that aside tonight.
And Jay has the title wins and big victories that earned him the main event moniker. But if he's the one to put away the new bloodline, he will truly be the main event of War Games. Bam! Boom! What an uppercut. Jarring. Looking for a belly-to-back suplex into the neck breaker. Beautiful.
And looking at Jey Uso.
Will Jay take advantage? Boom! Stiff kick.
Jacob Fatu's able to dodge that.
And Jacob with the wherewithal to counter. He finds a counter for Jay. It'll mess up the back of your neck.
He gets out of the way. There was some power behind that punch.
Counter right when it was needed.
Another attack to the head and looking a little dazed.
It's a good.
Right on the mark.
The next entrant incoming to even up the odds. Right to the back of the neck.
Tonga Loa now entering the fray of Bloodline War Games.
Solo Sikoa, leader of the new bloodline, has called himself the head of the table. Called himself the tribal chief.
And when he asked the WWE Universe to acknowledge him, we're hearing more and more of the crowd agree.
Well, Solo has grown in power with big wins and title reigns, but this is his biggest test yet. If his crew can defeat Roman's, Sikoa will be everything he says he is and more.
More attacks landing above the neck.
Things have to be getting a little fuzzy here.
Jacob Fatu in a...
Look out!
Ooh, merciless looking blow.
And that was an effective attack, guys. A reversal. He saw that coming.
Turns that away.
Sami Zayn retaliates. Sami Zayn with a big boot.
Is that all she wrote for Tonga Loa?
Bloodline, new bloodline. Both sides engaging in a brutal battle.
Air Every one of these men is fighting with every fiber in their being to be considered the true Bloodline. He realizes this is his opportunity. Taking aim. That was vicious. Will Jey end this?
Counting down the seconds until this match becomes a bit lopsided. Hey guys, this is what War Games is all about. Four Bloodlines leaving it all in the ring.
The old guard and new school trading their biggest shots in one of the most dangerous environments in all of WWE. He's carrying some serious equipment into the cage with him, ready to fully exploit the numbers game.
I think tonight is going to be a breakout performance for Jacob Fatu. So much raw talent in that young man.
Every Bloodline member, new and old, is a generational athlete. But Jacob seems to be a step ahead of every one of these men at times.
Many already believe Jacob can take the mantle as the leader of the Bloodline. If he's the one to earn the victory tonight, his time as the tribal chief may come sooner than anyone thinks.
Down on the ground, getting pummeled by that hammer.
Tonga Loa was expecting that.
Punch right in the head. Here we go, your favorite call.
And that was taking the attack to the competition with that one.
Oh, man.
8 men in this whoop.
Jacob Fatu's got a problem here.
And they just tossed him aside.
Both wrists captured. Man, knee strike. Tonga Loa put a stamp on this one.
And seconds left.
Is that all she wrote for Tonga Loa? Basically hammering their opponent into the floor.
And his core remains the focus here.
Every blow taking more of his breath away.
Good God, what force. The hammer dropped. Literally. Something might be broken.
The WWE Universe has come alive in this one.
They are up and they are focused. A lot of energy in the room. Soaring.
Axe handle from the middle ring. Ooh.
What's it?
Uso. Jimmy Uso splash.
Will Jimmy seal this up?
That could put Tama down for good. Detrimental offense on the hardest part of the ring.
This match could end before it even really begins.
And we just saw some serious offense.
Kick to the cranium of their opponent. Oh, wow. Super kick, a double super kick.
Big right hand from main event.
And clearly going after his core. Let's take about Fatu's intentions here.
Countdown's on. Get ready because this will give one team a greater number of combatants.
Super kick.
And the tribal chief is now entering Bloodline War Games.
As if the numbers advantage wasn't enough, looking under the ring for a weapon now.
Stop pulling the trigger.
He could be starting to really struggle in this match. Numbers advantage or not, he's leaving nothing to chance as he searches under the apron.
Down with force.
And Sammy taking it back out with that offense.
Watch out. That'll cross some teeth.
Through the ring door and adding a bit of leverage to the situation. And just in time, he gets out there.
He even put through the ringer tonight.
His head is becoming a bigger target.
And Sammy is countered. Landing a big hit with that hammer. Just bashing them with that hammer.
Lands an elbow.
And that was an efficient display of offense with that maneuver.
Tonga setting it up. Here it comes.
Mere seconds away from evening the odds in War Games.
And now the new tribal chief, Solo Sikoa, joining Bloodline War Games. Super kick! Good night. We've already seen a few blows land above the neck. Going for it. And here we go. Hydra grip. Executing a vicious Tongan twist. Landed there. The adrenaline is pumping, and the WWE Universe is on his side. See it again. DDT delivered. Does Jimmy have any fight left?
This match is getting the better of him.
I'm positive this wasn't in his game plan. Both legs penetrating. And Tonga pulls things out. Dodges away.
And a rude awakening for Zayn there.
This could be a reality check for Sammy. And over to the other ring he goes with the lariat.
Then it's Jey Uso. And that was an efficient form of offense with that move.
Jacob Fatu's got a problem. Top rope. Uso with the Uso. Sammy with a big boot. That's going to keep Sikoa down.
My goodness, the human skeleton shouldn't have to endure a smash like that.
Reigns hits it. Wow, Reigns nailed it.
Changing his mind. Going for something different now.
Right across the throat. Denied via a wicked punch to the stomach. Counter after counter. Neither superstar getting the clear advantage. Boom. Well, these attacks on his torso, on his ribs, it's got to be hard for him to breathe.
Just gasping for air. So much.
Corey! Uh-oh. Get the table! Exploder through the table. My gosh,
Here's the cover. Is it over?
Wait, look at the feet. The feet are on the ropes. Roman with his opponent across his own shoulder. Switches into a flapjack. Textbook jumping clothesline. Oof. The battlefield just got some activity in the trenches as Bedlam continues to ensue. This match is beyond more than living up to its name.
But then to Sami Zayn.
That could put Solo down for good.
Taking steps toward the top rope.
Top rope. Uso splash. Jimmy with a game ender.
Jimmy on his way to the top rope.
Top rope. Uso splash. Can Jacob Fatu come back from that? And his head was once again the target. Time for him to defend against that. Ooh, sledgehammer to the body. This is not the thing ahead. Oh no. Driving down with the sledgehammer. Oh man. Oh my. Oh, turns the hammer into a projectile and nails it.
And Sammy's finding the energy to get ahead in the fight.
Zayn is definitely feeling it now.
And there's a good blow to the body. He's climbing the turnbuckles to the top rope. But now here's Jey Uso. Sami Zayn with a big boot.
Can Jacob Fatu? Uso. Uso splash. Jimmy with a game ender. Keeping it.
Pulled in from Jimmy. Back into the wall now.
Yeah, it's becoming a dangerous scene for Jimmy. Uso on the top. Uso splash.
Man, does Jimmy have enough time to recover? Still only got one.
Wow, I thought this was over. Sikoa got him in his sights. Falls back to the mat.
Didn't have anywhere to escape to.
You gotta wonder if that's it. We're deep into this match, Solo. The Tribal Chief has acquired the target. This ends teeth.
Climbing up the wall now, and he's got some crazy
Takeoff.
He's got him down to the pin.
He comes to the rescue for his team.
High knee right between the shoulders. To the face. What a redirect. A clinic of counters being put on by his competitors.
Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now. This fight is pumping him up. Stop after stop after stop.
Ooh, walloped by a huge club.
That head catch from Sami Zayn.
And his body is still the focus of the attack. Looks like he knew what was coming up.
And that turns things around.
Man, a lot of cuts to the chest.
What a forearm. Meanwhile,
Can Jacob Fatu come back from that?
now with the cover.
That's gotta be it.
Catches the kick. Dragon screw.
Game changer.
Top rope. Full splash. Will Jey end this?
Here's the pin attack. No idea what he's planning here.
I don't think it's anything good, Cole. Bloodline hits its mark. Ooh.
Evades the attack.
Meanwhile, it's Jimmy.
Feeling like it's over for Sikoa.
Boom. What an uppercut.
Man, Sikoa gets out of dodge. Zayn had it.
Sami Zayn, Blue Thunder Bomb. Dropping down.
And it's Solo looking for the win. Spinning rampage.
No coming back from Reigns after that. Bloodline hits its mark. Ooh. Wow, jeez.
Look at this, just
What a barrage of stops.
And you have to be in a lot of pain taking that many attacks to the floor.
Yeah, but you really have to fight through it. Match finds its mark.
Looking vulnerable now, guys.
Has him in the corner, thinking of the next move.
And now Tama. Shoulders are down. Jacob's got to kick out.
kick.
Tonga executing a vicious Tonga twist. And it can be all over for Jey.
Devastating flatliner.
Into the pin. And the tribal chief being met with hostility there.
He just won.
Solo Sikoa taking.
And Solo's team takes it.
All hail the true Bloodline.
Here are your winners.
I'm the last guy to knock a revolution.
And gentlemen, it is time for Bloodline War Games. Roman Reigns, the Usos, and Sami Zayn versus Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu.
Both of these sides have a deep and abiding hatred for one another. Solo felt he was held down. His crew never called up during Roman's time as the tribal chief.
But most of the men on Roman's side were unceremoniously removed from the bloodline, courtesy of Solo Sikoa. And those who weren't have faced continued attacks from the new bloodline.
And the winners tonight are very likely to be considered the true bloodline by the WWE Universe. Let's see who comes out on top tonight.
Swinging the elbow to halt the offense.
Sami Zayn grew so much as a member of the bloodline, it really gave him a sense of self-worth.
Yeah, but part of that self-worth came from defying Roman, from defeating the Usos, which begs the question, and I wish there was a better way to phrase this. Is Sami Zayn still Usi?
I think he is, Corey. Sami seems elated to be fighting alongside Jay and even Jimmy. Those are his dogs.
A lot to prove from the new Bloodline tonight. Gentlemen, do you think they can do it?
Absolutely, Cole. Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, Tonga Loa, and Tama Tonga have been competing on a different level as of late.
They have won some major matches and earned titles too, but I worry they might not be as ready for War Games as Roman's crew. There's a lot more big match experience in general on Roman's side.
No, that may be true, but Solo's side has youth and a devil-may-care attitude that can work out tremendously inside War Games. I expect Solo's side to go all out here inside this sadistic structure.
Solo Sikoa, leader of the new Bloodline, has called himself the head of the table, called himself the Tribal Chief.
And when he asked the WWE Universe to acknowledge him, we're hearing more and more of the crowd agree.
Well, Solo has grown in power with big wins and title reigns, but this is his biggest test yet. If his crew can defeat Roman's, Sikoa will be everything he says he is and more.
Ooh, he fends that off. Jumping clothesline. What agility. Drop kick.
Jacob Fatu's able to dodge that.
Oh. OG Bloodline leader Roman Reigns has so much on the line in this one, guys.
Oh, absolutely, Michael. Solo Sikoa took his spot at the head of the table. He says he's the new Tribal Chief.
And that is Roman's legacy. Those names, this group, they mean something. But the Bloodline represents all that Roman has built. Uso splash! Can Jacob Fatu come back from that?
Tonga Loa now entering the fray of Bloodline War Games.
Lifted and completely helpless here.
Super kick! Main event, Jey Uso firing up.
8 men in this war, but one seems to be fighting his own internal battle. That man, Jimmy Uso.
He's currently on Team Roman. This might be an instance of the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Jimmy had clashes with Roman. He went to war with his brother Jey. But the men who put Jimmy on the shelf for months stand across the ring. Jimmy's out for every member of Solo's squad tonight, and he'll deal with the rest of his fractured family later.
Some good contact by Jey Uso. Oh, boy. And Tonga Loa gets cut down there.
Jey doing whatever it takes there to protect his seat at the table. Zayn has a blue thunderbomb. Hey. Oh, ouch.
I think tonight is going to be a breakout performance for Jacob Fatu. So much raw talent in that young man.
Every Bloodline member, new and old, is a generational athlete. But Jacob seems to be a step ahead of every one of these men at times.
Many already believe Jacob can take the mantle as the leader of the Bloodline. If he's the one to earn the victory tonight, his time as the Tribal Chief may come sooner than anyone thinks. There's the buzzer, and Jimmy Uso is looking for revenge against the new Bloodline in the War Games.
Old Bloodline, new Bloodline, both sides engaging in a brutal battle.
Every one of these men is fighting with every fiber in their being to be considered the true Bloodline. We saw that being telegraphed.
If there's one man here with the most to prove, it's got to be Tonga Loa.
We've often seen that the man with the most to prove ends up being the difference maker in War Games.
Many folks think Tonga Loa is just on the middle rope.
Oh, what a splash!
Ooh! Maneuvers out of the way. Oh, my goodness! Jacob Fatu's able to dodge that. Timed his defense perfectly.
Such an underhanded tactic there. And main event Jey Uso is in the lift-off. Hey, guys, this is what War Games is all about. Both Bloodlines leaving it all in the ring.
The old guard and new school trading their biggest shots in one of the most
some close allies, but some enemies he's yet to forgive.
We've seen the wars that Jey has waged with his cousin Roman, with his brother Jimmy, but Uso,
and now Jimmy himself off the mark with that one.
That didn't look good at all. A ringside doctor's on hand if needed.
Oh man, he is more than fired up right now. Will Jimmy seal this up? Oh, runs right into the table.
He's setting his table up, and guys, someone's about to have a really bad night.
He gets manhandled over into the opposite ring. Body drop.
Solo Sikoa's group at a decided disadvantage.
Top rope.
And looking at Jacob Fatu.
And looking to cause some damage by attacking the skull. Jacob Fatu's got a problem here.
Displaced. Perched up top.
Man, drop kick.
And he is directed into the corner.
Timer's almost up. This next entrant gives their team the advantage inside the cage.
And the Tribal Chief is now entering Bloodline War Games.
He's already bringing the numbers advantage, but he wants something more.
Tongaloa is lost out there. Could mean the end's coming soon.
Looks like they're bringing additional firepower with them into what is now essentially a handicap match.
Never saw it coming. Climbing into the ring, pretty much entering a war zone. Flips away just in time.
Climbing the wall of the War Games here. This might not be a good idea.
Punch right in the head.
Oh my God, what a
Michael John.
His body is showing the effects of this match.
Jacob sidesteps that.
Super kick.
Nasty. He quickly gets out of dodge. A knee to the face.
Ooh, just grinding the edge of the chair into their body. Sammy with a big boot. No doubt, Sammy just ended this.
Absorbing the pain, but under attack to the head. He could be dazed. And with his coming entrant, the teams will have fished Uso and Jimmy Uso. Uso splash!
Crucial moment for Tongaloa. And now the new Tribal Chief, Solo Sikoa, joining Bloodline War Games.
And clearly some targeted offense coming his way there.
Going after your opponent's head is brazen, but very effective.
Slam the door shut and brace for impact. War Games are now officially underway.
This is the moment it's all been building to. The ultimate test for these teams begins now.
And now placed in the corner.
Launched out of the corner.
Ready to take flight.
He begins to climb the wall of the War Games cage. And now, from 20 feet up,
There's no way. No, 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 no. From the top of the cage, right back into the carnage of the ring. And right top rope.
Uso and it's Jey.
Crucial moment for Tongaloa. Climbing the cage, but that makes absolutely no sense in this. Top rope. Splash by Jey. Jey can seal it here. He's headed up. Might be going toward the top of this War Game structure. From the top.
Solo with the Samoan splash.
Great athleticism.
You can see all the brutality the original Bloodline team has dished out. Everyone on Solo's team are filling the War Games cage with their own blood. Kendo stick right to the head.
Able to avoid damage.
Kicks out after one.
This is insanity.
Did you expect anything less?
And Jey took a solid hit
Uso. Gosh, that looked like a bad lander.
Here's the cover. Solo for the win. He breaks the ref's count after one.
Muscle memory's got to be taken over now. Pure instinct to kick out before 3.
The WWE Universe is pouring more fuel on his fire right now.
Capitalizing on Sikoa's mistake.
Reigns able to sidestep.
Down to Bowman. And a double. Solo Sikoa.
He's going for a pin.
Solo's team takes it.
All hail the true bloodline.
Here are your winners, Solo Sikoa.
Here we go. First two combatants locked in the War Game structure. Here. And gentlemen, it is time for Bloodline War Games. Roman Reigns, the Usos, and Sami Zayn versus Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu.
Both of these sides have a deep and abiding hatred for one another. Solo felt he was held down. His crew never called up during Roman's time as the tribal chief.
But most of the men on Roman's side were unceremoniously removed from the bloodline, courtesy of Solo Sikoa. And those who weren't have faced continued attacks from the new bloodline.
And the winners tonight are very likely to be considered the true bloodline by the WWE Universe. Let's see who comes out on top tonight. If there's one man here with the most to prove, it's got to be Tonga Loa.
We've often seen that the man with the most to prove ends up being the difference maker in War Games.
Many folks think Tonga Loa is just a foot soldier for Solo. But let's not forget, this man is the son of Haku. Just like his father, Tonga Loa truly excels in a brawl. And there is no bigger brawl than War Games.
Before War Games officially starts, what do you guys think is the key to the old school bloodline coming out on top?
Every one of these men is a proven main eventer, Michael. But that won't be enough if they can't stay on the same page.
Yeah, and given how united Solo's team is, I don't think even the Mount Rushmore of WWE could handle the new bloodline.
Roman and his crew need to remember what bonded them, what made their team Usi, and work as a real team. Just one last time.
What a Samoan drop! Solo Sikoa's group at a decided disadvantage. His side has less experience inside this structure.
But look at how young and hungry Team Solo is. In particular, Tama Tonga is a real wild card. He's like a hyena locked in a cage with a bunch of raw meat.
I even asked Tama backstage if he was looking forward to this match, and he just said to me,
Great journalism there, Byron.
thanks, Michael. And now, officially in the fray. It pays to be coming in and have more friends than foes in the cage. Crashing down.
Samoan drop.
Sent to the corner.
Counters to gain the advantage. Sami Zayn grew so much as a member of the bloodline, it really gave him a sense of self-worth.
Yeah, but part of that self-worth came from defying Roman, from defeating the Usos, which begs the question, and I wish there was a better way to phrase this. Is Sami Zayn still Usi?
I think he is, Corey. Sami seems elated to be fighting alongside Jay and even Jimmy. Those are his dogs.
Jay looking a little less than main event after that one.
Yeah, and this is the hostility Jacob Fatu wanted to bring.
Things will get back to an even playing field with the next entrant.
Tonga Loa now entering the fray of Bloodline War Games.
Oh, look at this, raining right hands.
Non-stop blows. Oh, wow. Check out Jacob's face.
Ooh! 8 men in this war, but one seems to be fighting his own internal battle. That man, Jimmy Uso.
He's currently on Team Roman, but this might be an instance of the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Well, Jimmy had clashes with Roman. He went to war with his brother Jay, but the men who put Jimmy on the shelf for months stand across the ring. Jimmy's out for every member of Solo's squad tonight, and he'll deal with the rest of his fractured family later.
Timely counter by Zayn. Ah, there's a headbutt. Gotta be a bit tough for Jay to stand up amongst this team. Some close allies, but some enemies he's yet to forgive.
We've seen the wars that Jay has waged with his cousin Roman, with his brother Jimmy, but he needs to put that aside tonight.
Jay has the title wins and big victories that earned him the main event mark. If he's the one to put away the new bloodline, he will truly be the main event of War Games.
Here's the buzzer, and Jimmy Uso is looking for revenge against the new bloodline in War Games.
Looks like the impending numbers advantage isn't enough for him.
Able to make a timely escape.
I think tonight is going to be a breakout performance for Jacob Fatu. So much raw talent in that young man.
Every bloodline member, new and old, is a generational asset. But Jacob seems to be a step ahead of every one of these men at times.
Many already believe Jacob can take the mantle as the leader of the bloodline. If he's the one that earned the victory tonight, his time as the tribal chief may come sooner than anyone thinks.
He's balancing on top of the cage with something dangerous in mind. And looking at Jey Uso,
taking the most extreme risk possible. But will it ultimately pay off?
It could have all been for nothing if you can't capitalize on the big maneuver.
Old bloodline. Uso.
Uso with the Uso splash.
Can Jacob Fatu come back from that?
Solo Sikoa, leader of the new bloodline, has called himself the head of the table. Called himself the tribal chief.
And when he asked the WWE Universe to acknowledge him, we're hearing more and more of the crowd agree.
The Solo has grown in power with big wins and title fights, but this is his biggest test yet. If his crew can defeat Rollins, Sikoa will be everything he says he is and more.
And guys, this is what War Games is all about. Both bloodlines leaving it all in the ring.
The old guard and new school trading their biggest shots in one of the most dangerous environments in all of WWE.
And Jey Uso on the wrong end of some ruthless offense there.
Taking a moment to get pumped off of this crowd's incredible energy.
OG bloodline leader Roman Reigns has so much on the line in this one, guys.
Oh, absolutely, Michael. Solo Sikoa took his spot at the head of the table. He says he's the new tribal chief.
And that is Roman's legacy. Those names, this group, they mean something. But the bloodline represents all that Roman has built in his career. And he needs to take it back tonight. And his head is taking even more damage.
Super kick, a double super kick.
Tama Tonga doesn't seem as composed after that attack.
Yeah, as Jimmy was staking.
Soaring.
He puts him into the corner.
No escape from these punches.
It's about to be an uphill battle for one team once this clock hits zero.
See ya.
And the tribal chief is now entering Bloodline War Games.
Going for the home run.
Under the apron now, looking to stack the odds even higher in their team's favor here. He's in a bit of agony now.
And Rocky from the top.
Now looking at Jey.
Will Jey end this?
Just like that, Carmelo gets stopped, and Zayn getting knocked around there. A deafening cheer from the WWE Universe is reverberating around us.
Absolutely unreal. Snapmare. Well-placed kick. No escape from these punches. Swing the hammer like that. Trying again. Something devious and dangerous in mind here. Who's, oh my God. That could put Tama down for good.
Looking to take it to the air.
So
can vanquish Tom.
Oh, what a kick.
The humanity. He is leaving nothing to chance with these even teams. He's making sure. War Games has up.
The target's been acquired once more.
Jacob about to end this fight.
Jimmy with a cause for alarm.
Being placed in the corner here.
Will Jay take advantage? Jacob Fatu in a compromised position. Super kick on the money.
This is it. He could put him away right here. 3, no. You are not a
And that can vanquish Tom. Fire Larry. Just using a steel chair to weaken their opponent.
taking full advantage of the foreign object in play here. Back-to-back attacks.
Oh, he's getting fired up now, really feeding off this crowd.
Blast off.
Both wrists captured.
Boom. Good enough. What a knee. Tonga Loa put a stamp on it. Up high.
Tonga's looking to rest this one up. Yeah, his boots to the face.
Uso.
Jimmy Uso.
And that can vanquish Tonga.
Shoved into the ropes and attacking the lower back. There's like a problem. Launched into a German suplex. Wait a minute, setting in. Devastating submission coming from the middle rope.
This might just do it. This might just end it all.
There is no mercy being shown.
And he breaks his own submission.
Maybe his plan was just to soften his opponent with that hold.
You can see all the brutality the original Bloodline team has dished out. Everyone on Solo's team will carry the War Games cage with their own blood. And that has to bring Jimmy down a peg.
Intense offense, as always, from the enforcer.
The adrenaline is pumping, and the WWE Universe is on his side. There's some power behind that punch.
With all those blows to the head, he has to be disoriented.
I think that's the plan, Cole. Try to keep him on the back foot. Headbutt to the back of the neck. Oh, look at this here, guys. Look at this. Up on their shoulder. Both wrists captured.
Man, knee strike. And Tonga Loa throws things out.
There's 2. And then back to Reigns. Boom! And it's Solo looking for the win. He breaks the ref's count before 2. Thought he had it.
Gotta be kidding me.
Jimmy Uso with a well-timed shot. And that blow has him wavering.
Jimmy Uso splash.
Like it's over for Sikoa.
Look at this. Snap suplex.
Well, meanwhile, here's Sami Zayn.
Is Zayn closing this out?
Oh, no.
He's looking at the sorts now. Hey, there's Jimmy at the
Absolutely shattering the table.
Incredible impact.
What is it going to take to put him away?
Sikoa has his eye targeting his big brother. Wearing it way back.
Boom! Samoa Spot.
Now, meanwhile, Zayn.
Was that all she wrote for Tonga Loa?
Got him in the corner now. He's looking for yet another exclamation. DDT! Did Jacob Fatu get enough of it?
2. And he fights it Roman's looking weak in the knees. Could spell trouble.
An unprotected spear. That could put Tama down for good. He's got Jacob here. Someone drop.
And he's going to the top. Going to the top. He fails to connect.
Yikes, that don't even wake you up or knock you out.
Just absorbing way too much damage at this stage.
Taking on so much offense. You got to worry about the lingering effects.
Leaning on the turnbuckle. Superman punch by Reigns.
Not putting away right now.
And Team Roman wins the War Games.
The new Bloodline has fallen.
Your winners, Roman Reigns, Jimmy and Jey Uso, and Sami Zayn, the Bloodline.
Unbelievable. Roman's original Bloodline crew found a way to work together and reestablish their dominance.
You may not know who your brother or enemy is by their last name, but when you're in battle, look to your left, look to your right. That's...
Okay, a little bit out of character for your wise man, but that was a little bit difficult for me to watch. Seeing this family splinter into two groups, fighting against each other, it breaks my dark heart. But they're all grown men, and you settled the issue. Now let's give Solo credit. Forming Team Solo was, of course, his usual backup of Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa, the sons of Haku, feared as one of the baddest men to ever walk planet Earth. Along with them, the Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu, son of Tama, also known as TK All Day, the Tonga Kid, another fearsome competitor from WWE's golden era. But did you know that Haku and Tama once comprised one of WWE's most impressive tag teams? Haku had been considered family by the Dynasty for years on end, and his teaming with Tama, brother of Rikishi, solidified this for eternity. The Islanders were a formidable test for any tag team in WWE in the late 1980s, competing against teams like the Hart Foundation and the British Bulldogs. Initially fan favorites, the two would embrace a more hard-nosed approach and even teamed up with WWE Hall of Famer Bobby the Brain Heenan, finding even more success. The team flawlessly merged aerial excellence, martial arts mastery, and some good old-fashioned Islander grit. Perhaps their most infamous moment saw them actually dog-nap Matilda, mascot of the British Bulldogs, showing that they were willing to do literally anything to throw opponents off their game. Both men are still revered today as two of the real legit tough guys in the industry, names that instill fear simply upon mention, and they absolutely taught their children well. Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa both loved to slowly brutalize an opponent in the traditional Haku style, while Jacob Fatu hurls his body at opponents from all angles with reckless abandon, much like Islander Tama in his TK All Day heyday. For their inclusion in the 2K25 showcase, we find the Islanders in a dream match, taking on another team that has mastered the air, ground fighting, and has their own brand of swag that keeps opponents guessing at all times. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about the Street Profits. Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins have put together one hell of a run in WWE, and the perennial tag team champions are going to find themselves in an unfamiliar setting, taking on Haku and Tama in a best 2 out of 3 falls match. Anyone can sneak a win out, but Haku and Tama often competed in this type of match to fully demonstrate the superiority to their opponents. And you can bet that they're out to do the same thing to Angelo and Tez. So get out there and showcase the tag team mastery that the Islanders used to terrorize their opponents. Lift your party cups and take one last sip for the Street Profits. And don't worry, no one will hold you responsible for the damage you and the Islanders caused them. Because I assure you, the Islanders can handle the smoke.
It is time for the Street Profits to get themselves some of the Islanders.
Well, with all due respect to the smoke and the party cups, but AD and Tez need to up their game. This could be the Profits' night, but it's not going to be easy.
The Profits possess tremendous athleticism, but so do the Islanders. And let's not forget, the Islanders have Bobby Heenan in their corner.
The following contest is a 2 out of 3 falls match. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 492 pounds, Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, the Street Profits.
The Islanders are known for innovative double-team offense, but they're looking to do more than just beat the Profits.
Well, under the Brains' incomparable tutelage, the Islanders have become smarter and more brutal.
Tez and Dawkins better have their third eye open and their heads on a swivel.
I expect to see expert-level tag teamwork from both the Profits and the Islanders, with supreme athleticism from all 4 competitors.
What this match could boil down to, guys, is which team picks up the first pinfall.
It's not going to take long for chaos to rule. The Profits and the Islanders are ready to see who is the best tag team on Earth.
The Street Profits had better be ready for what's coming.
Tez and Dawkins have to be ready to deal with any shortcut the Islanders can find.
Their opponents, accompanied by Bobby Heenan, at a combined weight of 499 pounds, Tama and Haku, the Islanders.
We know the Islanders are as vicious as they come, but the Street Profits excel in all forms of chaos.
Yeah, Corey, but the Islanders have a plan and will stop at nothing to carry that out.
Well, the Profits will have to truly compete as a team to overcome the odds in this 2 out of 3 falls match.
The truth is, I don't know if Ford and Dawkins have faced a team as dangerous as Haku and Tama.
And the Street Profits are going to have to execute a next-level plan to take down the Islanders and Heenan.
The Islanders versus the Street Profits in a best-of-3 falls match. This matchup represents 2 teams who want to rule the tag team division and have sharpened their offensive arsenals so one move can put away any opponent.
The Street Profits swag levels are at an all-time high, and they told the Islanders they want the smoke.
Look, this is the best Street Profits we've ever seen, but the Islanders are exceptionally dangerous. And don't forget their secret weapon in the form of Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Corey, you've competed in these type of matches before. What's the key to victory for Haku and Tama?
It's crucial for the Islanders to win the first fall as early as possible. To do that, they've got to either isolate Ford or Dawkins and block their path to make an attack.
Steered away there.
So many accolades for Dawkins and Ford. Triple Crown Tag Team Champions, multiple WrestleMania wins. This win could be another major feather in their caps.
It could be, but for the Islanders, all those accolades are motivation. Haku and Tama know they're the best tag team around, so they want to knock off the Profits and prove it. Then maybe they'll get the respect they rightfully deserve.
And the Profits definitely have that it factor, but it didn't look like it mattered there.
Yeah, and Haku had him well measured.
Ouch. Uh-oh. Headbutt. Overhead chop.
Has him set up in the corner of the ring.
Running hip attack. What impact.
A 2 out of 3 falls match is a different beast and a bit of a rarity in tag team competition. But one of these teams actually has a bit of a history with the stipulation.
Yeah, Cole, the Islanders have a history of success in multi-fall matches and in high-profile situations, no less. They competed in the main event of the first Royal Rumble event in this kind of match and won it in 2 straight falls.
They also won a 2 out of 3 falls match on Saturday night's main event. Bottom line, there may be no escape from this. Haku with the target.
He lets his opponent out of the submission.
Yeah, who knows what damage has been done.
Great sequence of offense from Haku.
The Islanders straight up crushing the Profits here. Ooh, pinpointing the trachea.
Forced to the outside. Not a good predicament to be in.
Something that Tez and Dawkins need to watch out for tonight is the presence of Bobby the Weasel Heenan. He'll do anything for his clients.
Don't you dare disparage the brain, Saxton. Heenan is indeed a wise man who has quickly brought the Islanders up the ranks. They'll be tag champions in no time.
And Ford's resolve might be wavering here.
The Islanders putting a beating on the Street Profits.
Big back body
Oh, you see the height on that?
We're watching 2 great teams at work right now, but with the talent at this level in the ring, you have to wonder, are there any possible breakout single stars here?
Every one of these men has that sort of potential, Michael. I mean, Montez Ford has had moments of single success, competing in many high-profile matches on his own.
Though you'd be doing a great disservice to Angelo Dawkins, who has an equally impressive skill set should he go solo. And of course, both Islanders competed separately for a time in WWE before joining up, so you know that Tama and Haku can once again dominate as single stars. Pulled back into the hip toss.
Haku is picking the opposition apart.
Somehow Montez has to turn the tide.
What could Haku be looking for?
To the sky.
Big time elbow. Fast thinking saved him there. I'm glad the Islanders are able to compete tonight. I was worried they'd have to serve another suspension.
From the heavens. Splash from the top. Consecutive high-risk maneuvers, and the pace of this match has certainly picked up. Take off.
Right on point. Forget about it. We are seeing a ridiculous amount of risky moves. There may be no escape from this. Haku with the tongue and death grip.
This is locked in deep.
Look at the agony. We could be nearing the end.
And he's tapping. He had to tap. He had no choice.
With the tongue and death grip.
And writhing in pain, trying to find an escape.
I think his hopes of that. There's the tap. There's the tap.
Here are your winners, Tama and Haku, the Islanders.
What a matchup. The Islanders met the Street Profits at every turn in the air and the ground. This loss is going to hurt Dawkins and Ford for a long time.
Look, we saw tremendous tag teams do what they do best, but only one could win. And the Islanders stepped up and got the job done. Tama and Haku just proved they are the best tag team.
first two combatants locked in the War Games structure. The original Bloodline versus the new Bloodline in the match beyond.
The WWE Universe has wanted to see this war for some time, gentlemen. Roman and his old guard versus Solo and the new crew.
So many questions. Can Roman's teammates put their past animosity aside? Can the rest of Solo's gang handle a match against competitors with more War Games experience?
Well, Byron, I think we'll know the answer to all those questions in just a matter of minutes. Before War Games officially starts, what do you guys think is the key to the old-school Bloodline coming out on top?
Every one of these men is a proven main eventer, Michael, but that won't be enough if they can't stay on the same page.
Yeah, and given how united Solo's team is, I don't think even the Mount Rushmore of WWE could handle the new Bloodline.
Roman and his crew need to remember what bonded them, what made their team Uzi, and work as a real team. Just one last time.
Just bludgeoning their opponent.
I think tonight is going to be a breakout performance for Jacob Fatu. So much raw talent in that young man.
Every Bloodline member, new and old, is a generational athlete. But Jacob seems to be a step ahead of every one of these men at times.
Many already believe Jacob will take the mantle as the leader of the Bloodline. If he's the one to earn the victory tonight, his time as the tribal chief may come sooner than anyone thinks.
And Jey Uso on the wrong end of some ruthless offense there. Jacob Fatu taking the upper hand in a big way.
Yeah, impressive offense from Jacob Fatu.
Oh, come on. You already had the advantage. You didn't need to bring that into the ring, too.
The odd man in, and he's looking for an ace up his sleeve now. And any one of those shots could take you out for good. Solo's the color leader of the new Bloodline, has called himself the head of the table, called himself the tribal chief.
And when he asked the WWE Universe to acknowledge him, we're hearing more and more of the crowd agree.
Here we go! From the top with a splash! Just remember that attacks to the head like that can build up quickly. It looks like he's got a bullseye on his head now. Nice sit-out powerbomb.
Jey showing his in.
He wants it one more time. DDT, and it can be all over for Jey.
8 men in this war, but one seems to be fighting his own internal battle. That man, Jimmy Uso.
He's currently on Team Roman, but this might be an instance of the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Well, Jimmy had clashes with Roman. He went to war with his brother Jey, but the men who put Jimmy on the shelf for months stand across the ring. Jimmy's out for every member of Solo's squad tonight, and he'll deal with the rest of his fractured family later.
Got to be a bit tough for Jey to stand up amongst this team. Some close allies, but some enemies he's yet to forgive.
We've seen the wars that Jey has waged with his cousin Roman, with his brother Jimmy, but he needs to put that aside tonight.
And Jey has the title wins and big victories that earn him the main event moniker. But if he's the one to put away the new Bloodline, he will truly be the main event of War Games.
Good night. This is what you do when you're looking to do more than win a match. You're looking to hurt someone.
He answers right back.
Basically hammering their opponent into the floor.
Old Bloodline, new Bloodline, both sides engaging in a brutal battle.
Every one of these men is fighting with... He's going back to the well.
Sami Zayn grew so much as a member of the Bloodline, it really gave him a sense of self-worth.
Yeah, but up high. Down on the ground, getting pummeled by that hammer.
Sami's keeping it short.
For it again.
And looking at Jacob Fatu.
Tonga looking to get wild inside War. Both wrists captured. That was nasty. Tonga low put a stamp on this one.
Searching on the ring now. This can't be good.
He just grabbed what could be a game changer, adding an advantage on top of an advantage.
It is beyond electric in here. This energy is on another level. there's one man here with the most to prove, it's got to be Tonga.
We've often seen that the man with the most to prove ends up being the difference maker in war games.
Many folks think Tonga is just a foot soldier for Solo. But let's not forget, this man is the son of Haku. Just like his father, Tonga truly excels in a brawl. And there is no bigger brawl than war games.
On the shoulders and a slam.
Samoan driver.
He almost got caught by that one.
Solo Sikoa's group at a decided disadvantage. His side has less experience inside this structure.
But look at how young and hungry Team Solo is. In particular, Tonga is a real wildcat. He's like a hyena locked in a cage with a bunch of raw meat.
I even asked Tonga backstage if he was looking.
Both wrists captured. Repeated hits like that are very quick. Plenty of damage being dealt here.
I can't see this going on much longer.
Yeah, I don't know how much longer a good defense will even matter at this point. Body slam slipped out. And Takiri finds its mark.
OG Bloodline leader Roman Reigns has so much on the line in this one, guys.
Oh, absolutely, Michael. Solo Sikoa took his spot at the head of the table. He says he's the...
And it's Jey Uso.
Crucial moment for Tonga Loa.
Placed into the corner here.
Thunderbomb.
And Jacob Fatu is having the fight brought right to him there.
Oh, my God.
Picture perfect backbreaker. And Jimmy realizing he's not the only one in this match willing to do anything it takes.
Yeah, Tonga showing plenty of ferocity there.
The crowd is counting it down. Next entry will tip the scales in their team's favor.
And now the new tribal chief, Solo Sikoa, joining Bloodline War Games. Look at the amount of members on each team now. This truly has the potential to become one-sided.
And look at Jey Uso.
Jey nailed all of it. Look at Tonga. And look out. Here it comes.
He's about to do it. He's about to do it again.
Lights out. DDT connects. Tonga executing a vicious Tongan twist.
Victory nearly in hand for Tonga.
He's really feeling all the damage he's taken up till now.
Vicious.
With the sledgehammer.
Measuring the distance to the top of the cage, about to risk it all.
Trying to...
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, man, taking it to the trachea.
Escaped out of that attack.
These two reaching a standstill. Top rope. And it's Jey Uso. That could put Tonga down for good. Samoan driver.
Oh, man, I hope Jimmy's okay.
Clock counting down. A sigh of relief can surely be breathed once the next competitor enters. Sent flying over to the other ring.
And the tribal chief is now entering Bloodline War Games. This is certainly an effective use of a foreign object.
Taking a moment to get pumped off of this crowd's incredible energy.
Jimmy.
And the entrance of the last competitor means that War Games is officially behind.
It's hard to believe that what we just saw was the appetizer for the main course. These competitors are more than hungry. They're starving for war, starving for supremacy. This is War Games.
Oh, that hurt right to the kidney.
Golly. can't allow this fight to go much longer. He has to draw this to a close. He gets him right in the jaw. Good. Solo Sikoa.
Caught to the cutter. Can Reigns recover from that? Both wrists captured. Good night. That's an unusual decision.
Maybe looking to deal some more damage first.
What a shot! Big counter from Reigns. Roman had that scouted.
Roman Reigns sometime.
Reigns with the guillotine.
Nails his opponent to break up the submission. This match continues.
Nice job dodging contact there.
And his powerful display of offense we just witnessed there. He's definitely been worn down a little.
Hold on here. What good reason does he have to be climbing up the cage now?
My goodness, the human skeleton shouldn't have to endure a smash like that. Then we see Reigns.
And that can vanquish Tana.
That's got to do it. No one can continue after that.
How could anything go on after what we just witnessed is beyond me.
What reflexes to stop Sikoa?
Oh, piercing the sternum.
And a kidney cut.
Oh, wow. Putting a new meaning to the move hammer throw. Choosing to go after the head here. Interesting strategy.
And he retaliates. And he's into the pin. Solo Sikoa. Samoan spike.
Sikoa might have just finished things.
But his torso continues to be the target here.
And it's going to be hard to mount any sort of attack for him now.
Both wrists capped.
He could have got on top.
Shoulder down. Jacob's got to kick out.
Tama going to there.
And stopping the pin there. Then we see Tonga Loa.
That's tough. She can never let him out there. Back of the neck.
Climbing up the War Games steel structure. Better be careful. Samoan drop.
Able to slip out of that one.
Going down, punches and counters.
Tonga. And Jay once again finding the will to stay in this matchup.
We're getting into desperation time for Fatu. Stirring impact. That'll fillet your chest. Wrenching away the arm there.
Landing a big hit with that hammer. Countered with a stiff hit.
The head of the table cinches it in.
There's the save.
That's just good teamwork. Oh my goodness.
Sammy predicted that. Vicious, downright savage club right there.
Standing in the corner.
Explode cover.
Late in the match.
That's gotta be it.
Oh, who makes the biggest save of the night?
What's coming?
And Reigns. And what a maneuver we just saw there.
Crucial moment for Tonga Loa. Can seal it here.
And the pin. Jey Uso is trying to seal this one up. Kicks out.
I didn't think we'd see a kick out there.
Just trying to pound their opponent into the ground even further. Wear and tear of this match is clearly starting to get to him. And the focus of the injury continues to be the head.
It's a very effective target in the long run.
Just bashing them with that hit.
Stirring impact.
Scale up the War Games wall. He's got
Launching.
top rope.
And Jey Uso.
Uso splash. Can Jacob Fatu come back from that? What's up? Both wrists captured. Knee strike. Tonga Wrists captured.
That is what it takes to topple Reigns.
And that's another well-placed attack to his head and neck area.
This is going to come down to who lets it. Nasty boot by Zay.
Zay has this messed up. Oh, man.
Here's the cover. I think this makes the way. No.
Not like this.
And meanwhile, Sikoa. And retaliates with a counter.
Spear! Jacob Fatu's got a problem here.
Is this it?
He kicks out at 2.
How in the world did he kick out?
Physicality on display there. Unbelievable. That hit connects from Roman Reigns.
Oh, that is going to leave a mark.
Reigns got all of it.
And right away to the pin. 2. Kick out at 2.
The fact that these superstars can still up high.
Now looking to Jay.
Oh, man, this might be it.
2. Team Roman wins War Games.
The new bloodline has fallen.
Okay, a little bit out of character for your wise man.
Yeah. Here we go. First two combatants locked in the War Games structure. The original Bloodline versus the new Bloodline in the match beyond.
The WWE Universe has wanted to see this war for some time, gentlemen. Roman and his old guard versus Solo and the new crew.
So many questions. Can Roman's teammates put their past animosity aside? Can the rest of Solo's gang handle a match against competitors with more War Games experience?
Well, Byron, I think we'll know the answer to all those questions in just a matter of minutes.
He averts the offense.
OG Bloodline leader Roman Reigns has so much on the line in this one, guys.
Oh, absolutely, Michael. Solo Sikoa took his spot at the head of the table. He says he's the new tribal chief.
And that is Roman's legacy. Those names, this group, they mean something. But the Bloodline represents all that Roman has built in his career. And he needs to take it back tonight.
I don't know if Jey Uso can withstand much more of this.
Jacob Fatu is determined right now. Boom!
Oh, with authority! Gotta be a bit tough for Jey to stand up amongst this team. Some close allies, but some enemies he's yet to forgive.
We've seen the wars that Jey has waged with his cousin Roman, with his brother Jimmy, but he needs to put that aside tonight.
And Jey has the title wins and big victories that earned him the main event moniker. But if he's the one to put away the new Bloodline, he will truly be the main event of War Games.
Under the apron now, looking to stack the odds even higher in their team's favor here. A lot to prove from the new Bloodline tonight. Gentlemen, do you think they can do it?
Absolutely, Cole. Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, Tonga Loa, and Tama Tonga have been competing on a different level as of late.
They have won some major matches and earned titles too, but I worry they might not be as ready for War Games as Roman's crew. There's a lot more big match experience in general on Roman's side.
Well, that may be true, but Solo's side has youth and a devil-may-care attitude that can work out tremendously inside War Games. I expect Solo's side to go all out here inside this sadistic structure.
If there's one man here with the most to prove, it's got to be Tonga Loa.
We've often seen that the man with the most to prove ends up being the difference maker in War Games.
Many folks think Tonga Loa is just a foot soldier for Solo. But let's not forget, this man is the son of Haku. Just like his father, Tonga Loa truly excels in a brawl. And there is no bigger brawl than War Games. Here comes the setup.
This War Games just got Usi, Zayn, joining the original Bloodline side.
That's years in your head.
And there's another focused attack to his head. 8 men in this room. But once, middle rope.
Narrowly escaping there.
And it was offense with a hurtful purpose.
Oh, Zayn anticipated that.
Solid drop.
Tonga Loa looks lost out there. Could mean the end's coming soon.
You got to dodge just in time.
Kendo stick impact. Oh, no doubt about it. This is just adding extreme insult to injury.
Spiked.
Oh, look at this. Just cranking it out. Solo Sikoa, leader of the new Bloodline, has called himself the head of the table. Called himself the tribal chief.
And when he asked the WWE Universe to acknowledge him, we're hearing more and more of the crowd agree. Well, Solo is blunt with Jacob Fatu's intentions here. Oh, what DDT! No way Sammy recovered from that.
Tama Tonga looking to get wild inside War Games alongside his bloodline. Top rope.
Paid for that high risk.
Crashed and burned on the outside.
The worst case scenario when you go high risk.
And guys, this is what War Games is all about. Both bloodlines leaving it all in the ring.
The old guard and new school trading their biggest shots in one of the most dangerous environments in all of WWE.
And I don't like it, but in War Games, a one-sided brawl is all perfectly legal. Over and over. So much aggression.
Solo Sikoa's group at a decided disadvantage. His side has less experience inside this structure.
But look at how young and hungry Team Solo is. He's looking for yet another exclamation mark. DDT! Planet.
Jacob about to end this fight.
Now scaling the War Game structure.
This is not going to end well.
And they just busted out an impactful maneuver. That's yours in your head.
Both wrists captured. Jay is down and out.
Oh, Sami Zayn is just getting the stuffing beaten out of him.
It's time to catch that second, maybe even third win.
Sami Zayn, who so much as a member of the Bloodline, it really gave him a sense of self-worth.
Yeah.
On the middle rope.
Anticipated that. Up high. Diving crossbody. Throwing all caution to the ring. Ooh, sledgehammer to the body. This is not for the faint of heart.
Oh, this is really getting out of hand here.
Someone needs to step in.
Come on, this has got way too far. Just stop this already.
Not a single person in this place is sitting down. Try to go for it again.
And looking at Jacob Fatu. Down, DDT.
Jacob about to end this fight.
I think tonight is going to be a breakout performance for Jacob Fatu. So much raw talent in that young man.
Every Bloodline member, new and old, is a generational athlete. But Jacob seems to be a step ahead of every one of these men at times.
Many already believe Jacob can take the mantle as the leader of the Bloodline. If he's the leader on the victory tonight, his time as the tribal chief may come sooner than anyone thinks.
And we see Zayn.
Does Jimmy have any fight left?
Both wrists captured. That attack certainly put Jimmy's toughness to the test.
Yeah, Jacob looked confident going on the attack.
The countdown moving towards a shift to the status quo.
And now the tribal chief, Solo Sikoa, joining Bloodline War Games.
Looks like the impending numbers advantage isn't enough for him.
Double axe handle.
He's about to do it. He's about to do it again. DDT.
There you go.
But meanwhile, Zayn.
Oh, she wrote for Tonga Loa. Jimmy with a game ender. If you're on the opposite side of this entry, you are racing for a fight.
Tossed by the neck.
Sikoa prevents that from connecting. Tonga's looking to wrap this one up. They could have got.
Meanwhile, here's Sami Zayn.
The lights are out for Sikoa.
No idea how he's even able to continue in this match.
Yeah, he's on his back foot now. I don't think he's coming around his feet.
You want timeout to come in, not a moment too soon.
And the Tribe taking flight.
He wastes no time dodging the attack.
Producing a trampling. Oh, God. The cage is locked for the last time as more. But now here's Jey Uso. Jey may call it. His core might be a bigger target now.
He looks defenseless as he struggles to get his bearings.
And Tonga Loa has taken a lot of damage in this match.
Jay's been an initiator throughout and remains one here.
Right. And too behind it.
This now.
That stops the count. What a save. Super kick.
Oh, man, he is more than fired up right now.
And did you hear the impact of that?
Both wrists captured and boom! Good night. What a knee.
Look at Jay, his lights are on.
Goodness. That's heavy.
Big clothesline.
Reigns resisted at the head of the table being challenged there.
Look at this.
Spinning combination.
Oh my God, that is good. He got in there. Good save. And that was a hell of a maneuver there, guys. Able to capitalize on Jacob Fatu's mistake. Oh, he cuts it off. He's holding on. From the top. What a headbutt. Vicious.
Top rope.
And now Jimmy Uso.
Jimmy might have just finished things. This could put a stop to Zayn.
Taking advantage of the opportunity.
And that took Reigns. That's top rope. Jimmy, oop, top rope.
Saving his team from defeat.
Thunderous club comes down. Very effective. Oh, right across the solar plexus. So precise with the super kick.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't have the words to convey how proud I am to have been part of this historic showcase. Having worked alongside this family, this bloodline, for so many decades, reliving moments that I got to experience firsthand has been a privilege of the highest order. Introducing you to WWE legends that I hold in such high esteem, and also spotlighting the modern day greatness their descendants have provided you in recent years, all to pay tribute to the greatest wrestling family I have ever known, has truly been my privilege. To be successful in this industry is a 1 in a billion chance. To see one bloodline continuously pump out superstar after superstar, champion after champion, generation after generation, is a testament not only to the skills they possess, but also to the work they put in to become absolute masters of their craft. And it cannot be stated any other way. This dynasty, this family, this bloodline has mastered every single solitary aspect of professional wrestling. And by reliving their magnificent history, you've begun your path of mastery as well. You've conquered former champions, righted some very egregious historical wrongs, survived war games, and even settled the question as to who the true tribal chief really is. You've unlocked WWE legends who are now ready to unleash their special brand of offense on current WWE superstars who didn't think they'd ever have to face these classic competitors like Haku or the Wild Samoans. It wasn't easy, and you definitely had to get a little oozy along the way. But you showed that bloodline spirit and determination, and now you stand at the top of the mountain. On behalf of WWE and the 2K families, we all thank you so very much for playing. And on behalf of every fan of this beautiful performance art known as professional wrestling, we thank you, the Anawai, Fatu, and Maivia clans, for decades of entertainment and generations of pure brilliance, for creating greatness with your hard work and sharing it with all of us so freely. Before we go, we do have one last surprise for you at home. Now that you've showcased your skills and earned a spot as an honorary Oos, it's time for you to choose who rules your WWE universe as the Tribal Chief. Is Roman Reigns still your Tribal Chief, or have you thrown in with the attempted coup by Solo Sikoa? Do you want to see Tamina finally rule over everyone, or is it TK all day, every day, don't you say? Regardless of who you choose, you've earned the right to acknowledge your tribal chief.
The following match is the 2K Showcase Tribal Gauntlet. The winner of this match will be acknowledged as your Tribal Chief. The rules of the match are as follows. 2 superstars will start in the ring. When one superstar is eliminated, a new superstar enters. Eliminations can occur by pinfall, submission, disqualification, or countouts. The match will be won if the first entrant eliminates all other entrants in the match.
The Bloodline Gauntlet match begins here, gentlemen, with our first entrant.
A superstar with a daunting challenge ahead.
And from Miami, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds,
Grinding your way through the Bloodline? One of the biggest dynasties in history? Is it even possible?
Well, it's highly improbable, but nothing's impossible in WWE. It requires incredible courage to take on the Bloodline.
And there's no tougher challenge than taking on the entire Bloodline in a gauntlet match. Can't imagine what's going on inside this superstar's head.
Wow. How's this for an opening opponent in a gauntlet match?
Makes you want to throw in the towel before the bell even rings.
It feels like it all has led up to this. A chance to place yourself at the head of the table. The proving ground is right here, right now.
Nice takedown, stack for the pin.
Going for an early pin. He kicks out before the count hits 2.
Early pinfall attempt denied at 1. A lot of time left to go. Boom! And we know the lineup we are seeing tonight is exceptionally talented. Each one is capable of taking anybody to their breaking point.
Yeah, but I think our prime challenger has a chip on their shoulder. As dangerous as this lineup looks, I do believe the most dangerous individual is the one who's taking them all on.
Fist right on the temple. Unloads a shot to the gut. The Rock left an opening for the counter.
Shot to the midsection connects.
Man, what timing on that counter.
Scoop slam.
Only running on instinct to keep fighting. Completely lost otherwise.
Big chop block. That'll stop you in your tracks. And we know there was turmoil in the family coming into this match, so much so they decided a gauntlet match was the only way to set the narrative straight.
Let's call it what it is, Michael. The family wants to put this member in their place. Wants to bring them down a peg. To me, tonight reads more like punishment for having ambition. Ooh, hip attack. Unpleasant view there.
Many gauntlet matches have happened in WWE, but with this one being all bloodline, is there anything special a combatant should consider?
Well, everyone in the family is physical, but this battle will only be won with a clear mind. A focus on the opponent in front of you instead of the next one through the curtain is paramount. If you're thinking about who's next, you'll lose to who's in front of you now.
Yokozuna able to avert that.
Off the ropes into a... Quick thinking by The Rock. Manages to land a big headbutt.
Oh. Short clothesline hits its mark.
Power drop kick. And Yokozuna got caught cold there, not the way he planned it.
And The Rock reminding everyone that he's so much more than just catchphrases and charisma.
Kick to the gut.
My goodness, is this even legal?
I don't think so. My God, enough!
He can do it here.
And there's the kick out.
Strong kick out, but you have to wonder if he can keep it up.
He saw that one coming.
Up fast. Buster. Down hard. Here it comes.
Bottom by The Rock.
The Rock has this wrapped up.
2 count. And that's it. Yokozuna is out of this gauntlet match.
Still a long road ahead with many roadblocks yet to enter the ring.
This gauntlet carries on with the addition of Alpha.
And let's not lose the reason for this match, the right, no, the honor to have sole possession of the seat that stands at the head of the table.
Well, if you could survive tonight, you will be at the top of the mountain, casting an enormous shadow over every possible challenger.
I'm already intimidated thinking about the Ulafala adorned around this superstar's shoulders.
Hard into the corner.
Man, did you see the whiplash off the turnbuckles?
Oh.
Clothesline. Shot to the gut will break things up.
And as cruel as this match might seem, let's not forget, this is family. And right or wrong, however a family settles their disputes needs to be respected.
Well, one can even ask if this is a fight to fix a family or a night to control an entire business.
That's hard to say, Byron, when the family business is all about fighting. And Alpha gets taken a step back in the wrong direction there. Things not going well for Alpha.
The Rock's opponent needs to know his role. He is locked in and has his opponent dead to rights. Clothesline!
The Rock showing what makes him the people's champ.
Oh, he flips that around.
Alpha doing what he can to halter the beatdown.
Could be what Alpha needed to ignite a rally. Rock Spinebuster.
Oh, the Rock taking complete control.
Alpha's got to start turning the tide somehow.
There it is! Yes! That could be Alpha's demise.
He got it. Alpha's been knocked out of the gauntlet.
But you look at our entry pool and it starts to sink in just how much action is left to go.
And here's the next opponent. You know Roman Reigns comes to the gauntlet with a plan.
Oh, what a clothesline.
A relentless attack being brought to Roman.
I think the Rock's opponent can smell it, guys.
Punch connects.
Ooh, clothesline delivered. The Rock taking a step back and measuring his opponent.
On a step back.
Double leg takedown. Got the shoulders down.
He goes for the quick pin attempt. That was an easy kick out for Roman.
Not even close.
The Rock, can you smell it?
Yeah, and Reigns barely looking like he belongs at the kids' table right now against The Rock. Oh, he got him there.
Cut with a clothesline.
Oh, my gosh!
And now The Rock finds himself on the receiving end of some more effective damage.
And a stomp to the gut.
Got the leg, going after the legs.
An effective...
And here we go.
Getting to the ropes and luckily getting out of this submission.
Takes out the knee. And headed up top. From the top.
Elbow drop. Good Lord. Someone get the spatula. We have a human being to scrape.
Oh, turned it into a rocking hit.
Rock. Buster. Down hard.
Boom, what impact.
Oh, my goodness. Just...
Cover here. Is it enough? Surprisingly quick kick out.
still has enough energy for the simple kick out. Roman with his opponent across his own shoulders.
Switches into a flapjack. Eludes the attack. Taking flight from the middle rope. Drops the elbow.
Is it enough here? Only a 1 count before the kick out.
Those 1 counts getting harder and harder to kick out of.
The millions are about to experience it. Full head of steam.
The people's elbow.
The Rock got all of it.
2. Oh, he just kicked out.
Holy moly. Reigns' toughness on display with that kick out.
That usually finishes most men. The Rock has to be frustrated not getting the fall. From the top.
Good Lord. Taken.
Flight from up top, right onto the target outside.
That is kicking things into a whole new gear.
Gets put into the barricade.
Wow. The reversal. Well scouted. And Roman continues to take on damage there.
The Rock not allowing the nature of this match to prevent him from getting back on top.
Here we go again. He made his point. Concentrate on the match instead of everything outside of it.
He beats the count. That's a well-targeted attack to the body.
Caught with that sharp elbow.
Up fast. Buster. Down hard. He thinks he has it.
No, stops the count at 2.
So close. That could have been it. The Rock has his sights on dethroning the Tribal.
Reigns reverses.
Roman ready to give The Rock his walking papers. Turns it around. Sole of foot meets the stomach. What a view. Turns that into a suplex.
What a match this has been. What a fight.
We are all glad to be witnessing the Tribal Chief locked and loaded. Superman punch.
Effective arm drag.
Getting back to his feet, trying to fight on, but it might be too late. Mid-time clothesline. Good grief.
The Rock telling his opponent to get their candy, you know what, over here. Reigns up. The Rock just got checked in.
Transition to the cover.
But is it enough? What? Guys, I really thought The Rock was about to be beat.
Reigns now realizing that he's facing an even tougher level of opponent than usual tonight.
Just mounted with punches. And not, a nasty stop to finish it off.
Oh, and he stops that offense.
And he avoids what was coming.
Up with a lariat.
Will it be? I think so.
Took him in. Roman Reigns' night is no more in this one.
It's a fight for survival, and only the strongest will survive.
And looks like Naomi is fully prepared for the gauntlet.
What a clothesline! And Corey, there's more than family pride on the line tonight. Everyone in WWE is watching, wanting to know this challenge can be conquered.
And think about the bragging rights. If you run through the gauntlet of one of the most prestigious families in all of wrestling, you will automatically be considered the toughest badass walking this earth. It's absolute pandemonium in here.
And it's all because of the willpower of these super...
There it is! Picture perfect from The Rock. Cover!
There's 2. No! My, that was close!
I'm in shock. After everything thrown her way tonight, Naomi is still in this.
The Rock has cut some corners in the past, and he might be desperate enough to do it again after that kick out, guys.
Big offense could be coming here.
Uh-oh. This is not going to be nice. This is going to be nasty.
It's all about winning, no matter what it takes. Shoved all the way to the mat.
Connection. Stops the incoming attack with a knee to the face. And a stop to the gut, too.
Just a continuous rush being faced by Naomi.
Yeah, Naomi needs to reassess her strategy.
Ooh, what a punch.
That's how you stop your opponent. Naomi managing to find some of that needed breathing room.
Could be the turnaround Naomi needed in this match. These two showing how well they know each other.
Slam. She lost some of her stamina at this stage.
Slam. Shoulders down. there are still 5 more entrants to come in this match. This ain't over by any stretch of the imagination.
Next into the gauntlet, we've got the one and only Rocky Maivia. About to hit. Rocky's on Dream Street.
2. No, he beats the count.
Within inches of victory, only to have it snatched away.
This match just keeps getting more and more exciting.
Guys, even The Rock can't believe it. He thought that was that. Now the Brahma Bull is up searching for answers. Here's the trademark intense offense of The Rock.
And The Rock's opponent is looking like a jabroni.
Had that move from The Rock scouted.
Now that could be a first step towards Rocky gaining control.
Now's a chance for Maivia to get back into this match.
Forks the move by throwing an elbow into the midsection.
Here it comes.
The Rock got all of it.
2. Yes, Rocky Maivia has been eliminated. Time to hit the showers.
Plenty of entrants left to go here. 4 in total. Now entering the gauntlet is Tamina, ready for action. Ouch. Everyone watching this is on pins and needles. What a match.
A battle for the ages. You can't help but get amped. Oh, man. Inside out.
Looks like The Rock is feeling it.
Just sent crashing to the arena floor. He's headed to the top now. From the top.
Look out below. Soaring through the sky and crashing onto their opponent.
And that's not going to make Tamina happy.
Yeah, The Rock is already electrifying the WWE Universe in this one. The Rock looking to supercharge those millions and millions of fans of his.
Here it comes.
Tamina's in crisis mode.
There's 2. Gone from the gauntlet. Here's Tamina.
Another elimination, but we've still got 3 entrants on deck.
Here we go with Rikishi next into the gauntlet.
At this point in the gauntlet, are you gentlemen stunned by how long this combatant has been able to survive?
Look, you should never underestimate the fire of a Samoan. In any other circumstance, I wouldn't be surprised. But if you look at the caliber of relatives already eliminated, you can't help but be impressed.
Bang! Crucial counter there.
These two have learned each other so well.
Just mounted with punches and not, oh, a nasty stomp to finish it off.
Rikishi is getting picked apart right now.
Yeah, Rikishi needs to reassess his strategy.
Broken up with a savage headbutt. Fought off with an elbow.
Oh, what a clubbing blow. Fly.
Oh, that'll leave a mark.
He's already feeling the effects.
Yeah, that's the kind of offense that opened people's eyes to The Rock. Rock, buster, down hard.
Corey, we're going to see it. The most electrifying move in all sports entertainment. People's elbow. Picture perfect from The Rock.
2 count. Rikishi coming up short in this gauntlet match. He's eliminated.
Just 2 more obstacles left in this gauntlet match. Now this is interesting. Jimmy Uso is next in the gauntlet. clothesline.
And as we get deeper into this war for the head of the table, the WWE Universe has gained hope. They're starting to believe a miracle is possible tonight.
The energy in the arena has shifted. Members of the Bloodline may have expected things to be over by now, but somehow one of their own has proven to be defiant in the face of all challengers.
The Great One has become relentless.
The Rock reaching that other level. Kick to the gut. And a big right hand.
Ooh. And Jimmy realizing he's not the only one in this match willing to do anything it takes. Up into the turnbuckle. Down to the mat.
Stomping. Ouch. The Rock firing up. Boom.
Getting out of harm's way.
Look at this. This can't be good.
Nasty elbow shots trying to create separation.
Jimmy Uso getting worked on right now.
Jimmy here in a disheartening position. That was coming.
The Rock with some good timing here. He's starting to look battered.
Fought back with a punch to the gut.
Each counter leaving these competitors at a stalemate.
Ooh, that knee knocking the wind out of him.
Caught him right in the jaw.
What a shot.
Face full of turnbuckle. Up fast. Buster. Down hard. Oh. Uh-oh.
About to
Jimmy with a cause for alarm.
2. So long to Jimmy Uso. He couldn't finish the gauntlet tonight.
And now here we have it. Right at the final stretch of this gauntlet match. Is that
the next fall?
It is Rosie entering the gauntlet.
Lariat. One final adversary stands in the way. The road has been tumultuous, but the finish line is in sight.
finish the job on your fellow brethren, and there will be no question as to who sits at the head of the table.
Big clothesline.
Damaging blow.
Dropkick finds the spot.
The Rock now has a leg up in this match.
Showing exactly why he's the Great One.
Here we go again. He made his point. Concentrate on the match instead of everything outside of it. Boom, what a punch.
Nice dropkick.
He's looking a little battered now.
You can almost feel the intensity coming from The Rock on that attack.
Oh, and he gets discarded out of the ring. From the top. Through the air. And connects.
Completely throwing self-preservation out the window.
I don't know how your mind would even think about doing that.
Rosie is waning a bit now.
Rosie needs to be resourceful in this situation.
Brought back into the ring from the floor now.
Something here.
He's still hanging on, still in this thing.
Hoisted up high here.
Hurled away. God.
That move had the amount of force akin to a natural disaster.
From the top.
Diving headbutt. Absolutely. He's going for the cover. For the win.
And he only stays down for a 1 count.
We are this far into the match. Where is this energy coming from?
Up fast. Buster. Down hard.
It's time. It's time for the most electrifying move in all sports entertainment. The People's Elbow.
The Rock has this this wrapped up.
There it is! Rosie won't come back after that.
That might have done it. This could be it. And it's all over. The Rock is your winner.
The winner of this match, and officially, your Tribal Chief, the final boss, The Rock!
The battlefield was laid out. The gauntlet was fierce. Pain will live tomorrow. Scars will remain for life. But in this family, you will rule your own kin from a seat at the head of the table.